So why are these portfolios important? These portfolios, I think, are important these days because, and why are we seeing such a big rush into sort of Vanguard-style indexing strategies? It's because these strategies diversify across such large portfolios that it takes a lot of this guesswork out of the game. We don't have to guess whether the stock market is going to beat the bond market or whether the bond market's going to beat the stock market. You can kind of just own everything, simplify everything, reduce a lot of the uncertainty, and keep things simple. What can you control? You can control your taxes and your fees. You can't control what the stock and bond markets are going to do. So that's why we're seeing this sort of huge rush into Vanguard-style investing. But I think there are legitimate problems with what we're seeing with this sort of rush into this passive investing craze. I don't even like the word passive investing. I think of everything as sort of active to begin with. If you actually look at something even like the S&P 500, it's a very active fund. It's chosen by the S&P 500 committee. The underlying index, managing an actual index fund, if you understand the underlying operations, is a very sort of active endeavor. There's a lot of market making going on. There's a lot of arbitrage. Passive investors need active investors. So to differentiate between the two, in my opinion, it's like being in water up to your waist and saying you're dry. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. So when we think about these big sort of indexing portfolios, I think it's important to sort of understand where you're taking your risks in these portfolios, because people have simplified this to the point where I think a lot of people are building sort of inappropriate style indexing portfolios.